Yes, what can you see in this picture? Yeah, it is a gift pack. So a gift is a present is giving us a token of love on these special occasions, right? So today in our lesson we are going to discuss about a wonderful gift. Let's we see what a gift it is. Yes. Today in our chapter 2 we are going to discuss about the prose A Gift of Chapels, which is written by the writer Vasanta Surya. Okay, this story has two parts. Today we will see about the first part. In next class we will be discussed about the second part of the prose. Okay. So what is the title of the story? A Gift of Chapels. So from this title even you can find the wonderful gift is chapels. So let's see some points about the writer. Vasanta Surya is a famous Indian author who writes in Tamil. Apart from being a short story writer, he is also known for being a poet, journalist, and translator. His work has been translated into languages like Hindi and English. His books include Mridu in Madras, The Ballad of Budni, etc. So the character of the story are Mridu, a young girl, Rukumani, Mridus aunt, Lali, Ravi and Meena are the cousins. Kitten, a cat in the name of Mahendran. Look at the text here. Mridu is a young girl growing up in Madras, now called Chennai, with Tappy, her grandmother, and Tata, her grandfather. One afternoon, Tappy takes her to her aunt Rukumani's house to meet her cousins Lali, Ravi, and Meena. So, Mridu is a young girl. She lives with her grandma and grandpa in Chennai. One day they went to their aunt Rukumani's house to visit their cousins Lali, Ravi and Meena. A smiling Rukumani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out and Ravi pulled Mridu into the house. Wait, let me take off my slippers, protested Mridu. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Those were grey, actually with dust. You could see the clear mark of every toe on the front part of each slipper. The marks for the two big toes were long and scrawny. Mridu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitter berry bush. There, inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand, lay a very small kitten, lapping up milk from a coconut off shell. Here, scrawny means thin. Rukumani, in Rukumani's home, Mritu and her grandmother was out of the house, and they were rushed to set off their slippers in outside. That time Ravi came and he pushed her to come into the house. That time Mridu was very eager to set off her slippers in outside. That time she saw another pair of slippers. It was very grey in color and it was very old color slippers, and that slippers layers are very thin and it has some fingers mark. Can you see the slippers here? Yes, that is the old slippers. So these slippers were grey with dust and it has some marks, and each slipper, these two pairs of slippers having two big toes, and she doesn't have time to look at that slipper. Why? Ravi pushed her to go somewhere. At backyard, Ravi and Mridu were in the bitterberry bush. Behind that bitterberry bush, Ravi showed a kitten, okay, to the Mridu. To Mridu. So inside that torn football, it having some sand inside that, the small kitten was sleeping. And they kept a coconut off shell for the milk of a kitten. And Lalli says if Party sees that kitten, means she took that kitten to their uncle Paddu Mama's home. So they have hidden that kitten from their grandma. Who is the grandma of them? Tappy. Okay, if Tappy sees the kitten, means she rushed to give the kitten to their Paddu Mama's house. So the children have hidden that. We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and mewing. Poor thing, said Meena. It is a secret. Amma says Party will leave for her Padumama's house if she knows we have a cat. People are always telling us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream. Oh, don't bring the dirty creature here, said Ravi. Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Party saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I am very hungry. I want to drink it. But the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. Then she wanted the tumbler back. Patty, Patty, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble? I told her. I had to run and pour the milk into this coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. So suspicious means doubtful. Without showing that kitten to their grandma, Ravi tried to give a cup of milk, a tumbler of milk to the kitten, but at the same time, their grandma was watching Ravi, so he acted like drinking a milk. After their grandma went outside, he took and poured the milk to the coconut shell of the cat. Okay, to feed the milk to the cat. So it was very hard, right? If we are having any kittens or unnecessary things, means our elder people will scold us. Like that in their home also, that grandmother may scold. That's why they have hidden the kitten from the grandmother. They have named the kitten as Mahendran. This little kitty's name is Mahendran. Mridu was impressed. It was a real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. Actually, his full name is Mahendra Varma Pallava Punai, shortly called as MP Punai for short if you like. He is a fine breed of cat. Just look at his fur, like a lion's mane. And you know what the emblem of this ancient Pallava kings was? Don't you? He looked expectantly at Mridu. Mridu giggled. Yes, what is the full name of that kitty? So they have named the kitty name as Mahendravarma Pallava Punai and shortly called it as MP Punai. So that fur means a soft skin of the cat is very smoothy, and they said it is a cat comes under the ancients of Pallava kings. So that cat which belongs to the dynasty of Pallavas. Like that, Ravi says some story about that kitty, and Mridu was impressed about the name of the kitty and the story of that kitten which is said by the Ravi, and she was smiled. Giggling means smiling. Think I am joking? Well, just wait. I'll show you sometime. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? He said mysteriously. Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his tatas, etc., etc. Factors, Mahendra here is descended from that very same ancient cat, a close relative scientifically speaking of none other than the lion. The Pallava lion, emblem of Pallava dynasty, Ravi went on, walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. The cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. So Ravi started to say about the story of the kitten. So he says in Mahabalipuram there is the ancient, very old grandfather's, that kitty's tata statue was there. So that statue belongs to the Pallavas king, and that statue was a lion statue, and it is a family of Rishi cat. So the cat which belongs to a lion's family. So our Mahendra Varma also the family of Rishi cat, like that he cooked a story, and in Egypt's country they have worshipped the cat as their god or goddesses. Okay. So what do you say? Descendant means the generation. So the cat is the coming generation of the Pallava lion, and the emblem of the Pallavas dynasty is what? Lion. So that dynasty belongs to the cat of Mahendra Varma, and the cat's family belongs to what? Rishi cat. So in Egyptian country they have worshipped the cat in the name of Bastet. Okay, what is the name of the cat in Egyptian country? Bastet. They have worshipped as a god or goddess. How he allowed the sound of his own voice, Meena and Ritu exchanged looks. What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. Who? I am telling you, this cat is descended from the Egyptian cat god, no, goddess Bastet. Yeah, that is it. So, well, one of the descendants of the cat goddess was stowaway in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi flourished his twig at Mahendran, MP Pune here. Who? He shrieked, very pleased with himself. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his glass on the edge of the coconut shell. But worse than Ravi's awful whoop, it was a screech from the window. What a wide sound! If Mridu was startled, MP Pune was frightened out of his wits. With hair standing on it, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry, trying to hide beneath it. He tripped a few chilies over himself. Meow! He howled miserably. The screeching went on and on. What's that noise? Said Mridu. That's Lally learning to play the violin, grunted Ravi. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train whizzing on and on, while Lali's all the time derailing, going completely off track. So here stowaway means someone who hides himself in a ship or an aircraft to travel unnoticed. Here who store away? Stowaway. So the cat is stowaway. Weird means strange or unusual. Ravi says the cat, which is the elders or ancients of that MP Pune, where came to their Mahabalipuram through ship. Okay, from Egypt to Mahabalipuram, and where their family is grown up like that, he said. And in Egyptian, they have worshipped the cat as their god or goddesses. So Mridu and Lalli were impressed to hear the story about that kitten. And Ravi said, it is very wonderful cat like that. And that time that cat was sharpening his nails. So the nails of that cats are called as claws. Okay, so it is sharpening his claws in the coconut shell, and it gives some screeching sound. Okay, Ravi said eek. So the cat was frightened. At the same time, Mritu heard some screeching noise from the window. Okay, from one room's window, and she was frightened. And also the cat also frightened, and it hidden himself behind the chilli, chilli, chilli and chilli which was spreaded on the floor for drying, and it hidden his body behind the bamboo sticks. So Mridu asked to Ravi what the noise was. So for that Ravi explained that is a noise of the musical instrument violin. In the room inside, Lally was learning a music. So he said Lally was learning a music with the music master, but she was not interesting to learn that. Simply the music master giving whistling sound like a train weeps, and Lally simply looked upon him. So he explained about that. That's what our first part of the story is over. So what is our first part? In the first part, Mridu went along with her grandma to the aunt's Rukumani's home, where she met her cousins Ravi, Lali, and Meena. And she outside of the door, she saw the old pairs of slippers, and backyard of the house behind the bitterberry bush. Ravi showed a cat in the name of Mahendran to Mridu. The full name of Mahendran is Mahendra Varma Pallava Pune, and he said a story about the cat as a Rishi cat, and it belongs to the family of Pallavas lion, and that Pallavas lion which descended from the Egyptian lions as a Rishi cat. It came there through ship, and in Egyptian country the cat in the name of Bastet is worshipped as god or goddesses, isn't it? So these kind of stories Ravi said to Mridu about the cat, and at last Mridu heard a noise of violin which was playing by the music master to learn the music to the Girl? Lily. Okay, dear. You understood this? Okay, next part of the story I will take in next class. Just write a summary what you understood from this story. Thank you.